So the NFL is kicking
normal.
the tires on hiring replacement officials again. It took me 19 minutes, but I finally remembered what it was I wanted to talk about to completely throw the show off its planned course. The NFL, we reported on Wednesday, because what happened was somebody I know got one of the emails that are being sent out by these small college conference officiating coordinators, because the NFL is looking for 150 willing football game officials from low-level college to fill this void in the event that the regular game officials are locked out as a result of the labor dispute that is coming soon. Contract expires in May. And the NFL initially had no comment. But last night the NFL issued a comment, and Jeff Miller, who's both the head of PR and the head of health and safety, and that's really not a position that is conducive to 2-in-1, because there should be, in my opinion, a healthy conflict between health and safety and PR. For example, in a situation like this, the head of health and safety should be saying, is it really a good idea to have basically amateur officials as our first responders on the field when a player may get injured, when a player may be concussed, when that referee's in position to look the player in the eyes and see if he's okay? That's what health and safety executive VP would say. Executive VP of PR would have a different agenda. There is an inherent conflict that should be in those two jobs. Regardless, Miller issued a statement yesterday to Kevin Seifert of ESPN. Now, look, they didn't send it to me. I asked first, too. I asked him for comment on Wednesday. We have no comment. He asked for comment. We have no comment. Maybe he kept asking for comment, but I didn't get the comment. And I guess they assumed that I would eventually write about the comment that they didn't give to me. And if they assumed that, they were right. So what he does here, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's 2 paragraphs. It's at PFT. But they blame the union for dragging their feet, wanting too much, not wanting to improve the game. It's all their fault. They have compelled us to go out and line up these replacement officials so that football continues uninterrupted this season. So basically what they're saying is it's their fault. It's the officials' fault. It's not our fault.
You made us do it.
They forced us to do this. You made us do it. This is going to hurt us more than it hurts you. And this gets back to something I said yesterday, and I call upon the NFL Referees Association, Scott Green, any of the elected officers, any of the people who are serving in any management capacity in that union, wake up. You got to fight back. You got to play the PR game.
Yeah.
They're going to run all over you. They're going to crap all over you. They're going to make you look like the bad guy. They're going to win the hearts and minds of the media and the fans. They already got a lot of the media in their back pocket. They own 10% of ESPN. Maybe that's why ESPN got the statement. They already own 10% of ESPN now, which owns NFL Network. So it's all tied together. It's this incestuous Soviet news agency TASS. Remember that? From when we were growing up, the Soviet news agency TASS, state media. They got their hooks into the media. It makes it even harder. They're going to make you, game officials, look greedy. They're going to make you look unreasonable. They're going to make you look selfish. They're going to make it look like it's all your fault. You want to blame anyone for these replacement officials that are screwing up the game? Blame them. So anyway, I asked for your input, and 5 minutes later, I'm giving you a chance to give me your input. Any thoughts on that?
Well, Mike, this is my thought on it, and I'm not, I've been sarcastic about this in the past. I've screamed about it in the past, and now I'm going to try a different approach. I'm going to ask you, because maybe you know. I don't know. I don't know how we got to this point. How did we get to the point where we're still not talking about the NFL employing full-time officials? Because I think that really is the central issue is they don't have, it's the only sport without full-time officials. And so when they get into these disputes, it's very easy for them to say, well, let's just move on from our regular officials who are actually part-timers and bring in somebody else who will do the job better than they will, or do the job as close to the level as they will do it, and we'll put pressure on them, and then we'll get them to take the deal that we want. And it's just back and forth, and it happens, every 10 years or so where we have this conversation about it. But I think the central issue is, despite what you say is correct, they're winning the PR war already, and the officials have to respond appropriately. But I think the deeper issue, the larger issue is, why doesn't the NFL have full-time officials that they can talk back and forth with every week? They're they are part of the operation. When disputes happen, you resolve it just like any other dispute in any industry between partners who are on different sides of the aisle, but ultimately trying to work together. I think do you know why it got to this point? It can't just be they're cheap. There's got to be something deeper, right? What is it? I'm missing it.
Well, and this is what happens when one side of a labor dispute does not say anything, on the record, off the record. Every once in a while, it's almost like they're reluctant to say something. Scott Green, longtime referee who's now the head of the union, he had a comment as to the news that they're lining up replacement officials. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're doing it again. Well, okay, you need to be a little stronger than that, because the last time it was a crap show. The last time it was a debacle. The last time it ended 3 weeks in to the regular season, and there were people in the league office who were amazed it took 3 weeks for it to implode with the Hail Mary game on the Monday night between the Packers and the Seahawks. And then I still remember that following Thursday night, it was Browns-Ravens. Thursday night game. Out comes Gene Steratore, and he had that little strut, He was feeling pretty good, We're back.
Little swagger.
Yep.
Daddy's
home. Daddy's home. The real officials are back. Came out and called the penalty, and you could just tell he just had that swagger. That was 3 nights after the Hail Mary. So this time around, I don't know what the issues are. Well, a reporter, go find out. Well, if no one's going to talk, then what are you supposed to do? And the problem is, if only the NFL is going to talk, we're going to get their side of it, especially when the head of PR is the one who's putting out the statement. His job is there to put spin on things to make the NFL look good. I wasn't going to do this, but this gives you an idea, Michael. Listen to this. Here's what Jeff Miller had to say. In almost 2 years of negotiation, the union has made no effort to work with us on a goal we should all share, ensuring an officiating culture that's centered around performance and accountability. Over the course of that period, we have made numerous proposals that reflect a commitment to rewarding performance, while the union has refused to engage at all on economics. Their focus is centered on demands unrelated to improving the game, such as marketing fees and travel perks. We will continue to engage at the bargaining table in the hope of reaching an agreement that strengthens officiating overall and is ultimately the best for the game. However, given the union's refusal to discuss material terms and the rapidly approaching expiration of the current agreement, we have been compelled to take steps to ensure football continues uninterrupted this season. That was the full statement from Jeff Miller. So, come on, Scott Green, are you just going to take that? Are you just going to take that? What's the world coming to? You got to let the people know what your position is. So, look, it's a great distraction from the fact that nobody's talking about full-time officials. It's a great look over here. These are the issues. We don't know what the issues are. Do we really think that all the officials care about is marketing fees and travel perks? What the hell are marketing fees? What are marketing fees? What are they? They want a little piece of the Nike deal?
Who knows?
Because they walk around with Nike swoosh on their uniform? Like, I don't even know what the hell is a marketing fee in the context of officiating. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.